Powering on. Welcome to the Epoch experience. Firing mode. Match. Battery level 80%.
And there is your intro. I thought that was going to go so wrong, but I think I've pulled it off. Hi guys, this is RACKNLOAD, and thank you to the lady that is built into the Scout, the Epoch Skout, for doing that intro. Probably a bit more professional than what mine are. But yeah, the Epoch Skout PCP air rifle. What a hell of a gun. Yes, it talks to you. It tells you you're a crap shot. Well, I think you guys already know that about me. But, no, I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad. Trust me, I'm not. Now, let's take a look at this thing then. So, it is a beast. There is no doubt about it. This is kindly on loan from Livens Gun Shop here in the UK. It does have a slight upgrade. Basically, this Arca Swiss rail that is fitted, that is an upgrade. That is not standard with this rifle. But let me tell you the specs all about this thing then. So, available in 177 and 22. This one is in 177. This is a sub 12 foot-pound rifle. Okay. FAC ones or firearm rated ones or high power ones are available. It is a multi-caliber system, kind of like an FX Impact, or most of the FXs now. You can swap the barrel out. 500cc carbon fibre wrapped aluminium bottle on that little beauty right there. Fill pressure up to 300 bar or 4,350 psi. The dial, or the gauge, sorry, is in psi. So guys in the UK will be like, oh, what's psi? I'm used to bar or whatever. 400 shots in 177 per fill. Around 450 in 2.2. It is a side lever cocking system on this Epoch. The magazines are huge. In 177, a magazine will be 36. It'll hold 36 pellets. I'll show you one more in detail in a sec. 30 shot in 2.2. It has an electronic trigger, as you'd expect, because, you know, the rifle's just flipping talk to me at the start of the video. Overall length is 35.5 inches, weighing in at 4.5 kilograms. That's pretty much it for your specs. All right, there probably is more, but I'll roll in a link to Scout's website. So let's talk. Oh God, where do we start? The magazines, first of all. These are huge. They're huge magazines. They are milled aluminium or aluminum. Okay, look at that thing. It is absolutely solid. Okay, it's magnetic. That's it. Lid on. They are clockwork, but you can just literally wind them a couple of times. That'll do. You can just guess wherever you want to stop it, as long as it's got a bit of tension on. Put your first pellet in and then just start loading them up, and away you go. Okay, and then it's under spring tension. You haven't got to wind it all the way to where there's a stopper. Okay, that might annoy people, because you will find yourself, well, if you listen, you can actually hear the magazine when you fire your last shot sort of just go, it basically just sort of spins round and goes zzz, like that. You can sort of hear it. Okay, so you fire your last shot, and then when you open the cocking handle, it'll just go. If you listen out for that noise, you know that you fired your last shot, because there isn't a last shot stop that will, you know, prevent you from dry firing it. Okay, but absolutely solid magazines. I dread to think how much a spare one of those is. They really are high quality, high quality. With this rifle as well, there is a discharge valve there, so you can discharge the entire bottle if you need to by turning that. No, I'm not going to demonstrate it. There are additional adjustments here to sort of turn up the power. There's your fillet area there. Like I said, this is sub 12, so I ain't really going to mess about with it. Okay, and then you've got your other regulator gauge on there. Oh god, that is heavy, dude. That is heavy. As you can see at the rear, it is adjustable. Okay, tool-free adjustment. I believe you can take the barrel out without the use of any tools. You literally just press this. It's like a ratchet. Okay, I'm not going to mess about with it now because it will sort of interfere with my shooting, no doubt. That is your adjustment there to sort of adjust the stock if you need to. So your length of pull, you've got your up and down for your cheek pad there. If I can do that, well, you get the idea, guys. I'm trying to do this one hand. And you can also lift the carbon fibre ambidextrous cheek piece up and down as well. Okay, all solid aluminium, rock solid. What a rock solid rifle it is. My god, it is so nice. Now, what is very interesting, and oh god, this video could probably go on for hours. Okay, talking about this gun. It's got that many interesting features, but the main bit is, and some people will be like, I don't know, it is electronic, as I demonstrated at the start of the video. And that, if you can see there, I don't know if I can really get it in shot, but that is your display. Okay, you can change the settings. That's your on off button there as well, by the way. You can change the settings. So this one is in match mode. I think that's what she told me at the start of the video. Basically, what that means is, once you've loaded, you've got 3 minutes to shoot your shots off. If you haven't, and it's not rushing you to shoot them, but what happens is, after 3 minutes, the safety catch will engage automatically. And then when you go to pull the trigger, it will do this.
Fire, fault.
It will say fire fault. Listen again.
Fire, fault.
Fire fault. I think she's got a bit of a lisp as well.
Fire, fault.
Sounds like Daffy Duck. So, or Donald Duck even. What you have to do is you press, that's your safety catch there. You just
Fire,
keep.
timer on.
So you press that and it will say fire timer on. It's now got 3 minutes in match mode. So I can basically pull the trigger now, and I'll pull the trigger and it fires. Okay. If I don't touch that now, after 3 minutes, it'll basically say fire timer off or whatever. Okay. So the safety catch automatically puts itself on. You can put it in sort of, so that's match mode. In normal shooting mode, after 15 seconds, the safety catch will automatically go on and you'll have to keep pressing it. You can have it in hunt mode as well, where I think the safety catch, correct me if I'm wrong, is just fully manual. Okay. And in hunt mode, it won't talk to you because obviously you don't want to be lining up on a rabbit or something and then suddenly she starts moaning at you, the woman inside the rifle. So you can silence it as well. Okay. Whew, God. So fully adjustable rear, as you can see. Quite a hard rubberized butt stock there, butt pad, shoulder pad, whatever you want to call it. Big wheel adjustment there. Your magazine basically drops in like this, so it locates using that bit there. Okay, so literally you just drop it in and the magnet sucks that magazine straight in. Okay, literally get it somewhere like, and in she goes. I'm a lefty. You can only put it in from the right hand side. but I didn't even notice the magazine shooting this thing. Okay. One thing that I will say about this rifle, with it being, and as you can see, it's got a full length Picatinny rail all the way along there. You do need high mounts because it's pretty flat. So I'd say Epoch, if you're watching, probably just raise that up a little bit, you know, raise that rail up a little bit. That's the only thing I'd say. Okay, let's close that up. So magazine in, that is technically cocked now, okay, and the safety catch is off because it is illuminated. I don't know if you can see it, it's illuminated red. Okay, so we'll try not to touch the trigger. Adjustable trigger blade though, while we do talk about the trigger. Oh, this is heavy. A Titan, an Element Titan 3-18 by 50 scope is riding on top. That is a brand new scope, hence the masking tape so we don't mark the scope up because it is a brand new one. Hearing gauges on the other side. I think one of them's... Oh, there we go. 3 minutes has passed, so it's switched off. So the safety catch is now engaged. So if I pull that trigger, nothing will happen.
Fire fault.
And it's just saying fire fault.
Fire fault.
Okay. So it's quite cool. It is quite cool. Hearing gauges here. I think one's for the plenum and one's for the regulator. I'm not going to get all techie on there. 500cc carbon fibre wrapped aluminium bottle there. Like I said, you can discharge that if you want. That is an upgrade. As I mentioned, the Epoch Arca Swiss rail, it is a beast. It adds quite a bit of weight, but it does protect that bottle, I think. And then on the end is Epoch's own tuned moderator. Okay, tuned to their own barrels. So that is their moderator there. Very effective it is too. Now, let's get down and dirty and talk about the main thing. Is this accurate or not, Rack? Well, let's take a look at a target and let's find out. Before I show you the target, I've got to explain something. And no, it's not my excuses, but this is quite interesting. And it was a bit annoying, to be fair. Now, most of the time, I usually start off with my standard sort of go-to test pellet. I always start off with, well, 99% of the time, I start off with good old H&N Field Target Trophy. Okay. Let me explain what happened. Loaded the mag up with Field Target Trophy. Put the magazine in. You know, obviously ready to shoot. Take the shot. Oh, shut up. Take the shot. It'd fire the first shot. I'd cock it. And then it'd say, no, in fact, it wouldn't say anything. It'd just sort of pop when I pulled the trigger. And it would be like, what the hell's going on there? And I could tell nothing had hit my target or my backstop. So I was like, okay. So obviously, take the magazine out, try and fire it, nothing. So I end up having to rod the barrel out to get that pellet out, try again. Anyway, long story short, I spent a few hours finding this out to my utmost frustration. It was doing my head in big time. But I persevered. Anyway, so basically, cut a long story short, it does not like, this rifle, from my experience, does not like short pellets. When I fed it some Barracuda Match, which are slightly longer, it was fine. Did that, went back onto the Field Target Trophy, exactly the same thing again. And with some other shorter pellets that I used. So we kind of put it down to the probe and maybe the gap between the probe and basically it putting the pellet into the barrel. I'm kind of thinking that there's the maybe the port on it or something, or I don't know. I kind of get the impression that as the probe is pushing the pellet out of the magazine, the pellet's kind of, if you can imagine it, sort of dropping like that. and then not going into the barrel properly. That's all I can put it down to. But I tried and tried and tried with Field Target Trophy. This rifle just would not shoot them at all. Okay, so let me show you the target and show you the pellets that it did shoot. So it seemed to like QYS. Okay, it did seem to like them. I've done a couple of, in fact, I've done 3 lots with the QYS because I feel it like those the best. So this is 30 yards. These are my first shots. One side 0, so ignore that. I think I was still zeroing on that one. But kind of like one old groups. These are 3-shot groups. Okay, clover leafing, nice. That's another one with the QYS. Okay, I did one down the bottom as well with QYS. 3-shot groups. Then what did I go on to? JSB exacts. Okay, so those are 8.44 grain. Look at that group. I was well chuffed with that. It's all on camera. Nice. That one went a little bit awry. Nice. H&N Barracuda match, like I mentioned. Those are the longer pellets, so they're 10.65 grain. There. Decent groups. Alright, flyer there. Don't know what happened there. JSB Hades, they're usually a good one. They were going a little high, and I didn't really get my head around that. Maybe it was the lead. I don't know. You'd think with them being the same sort of weight as those. I don't know. But that's where they went. I'm all about the groups. That's what it is all about. I didn't obviously re-zero for all these different types of pellets. So good groups for the Hades. And then the Norma, where are they? Norma Golden Trophy Field Target, the heavies, 9.1 grains. These were all right. I just had a couple of flyers, but that was a good group. Flyer there. That was a good group. Yeah, good group. And then they spread. Kind of weird. So pretty decent, but a little bit disappointed that it didn't like the short pellets. I also tried some 177 slugs. JSB knockouts. Didn't like them either. It would not chamber them. It would not put them into the barrel. So I'd have the same thing. Load the first one in, but actually the first one would not fire. It would just sort of pop. You'd feel a puff of air out of this end. So I ended up having to rod the barrel out. So don't know what's going on there. Maybe some of you techie guys that have shot these way more than me will know what is going on. But I guess some people are going to say in the comments, oh, you need that barrel or this barrel or a different probe for them pellets and different probe for that. I'm not buying that. Most rifles, well, in fact, this is probably the first rifle I've used where I cannot actually physically fire some types of pellets out of it. So, and for a rifle that's like over 2.5 grand, okay, I kind of want it to shoot anything I put in it. That's just my take on it. But other than that, the engineering of this rifle is absolutely outstanding. It's probably the best engineering I've seen on a rifle, on a PCP air rifle. It is just rock solid. It is absolutely rock solid. I love the use of carbon fiber. It's just solid. Okay. Another little tiny gripe, and it's me just being a bit picky, but I think you'd have to do it once in a blue moon. But to recharge the unit here, you do have to take the cover off to sort of reveal all the electronic gizmos and the port where you plug in to recharge it. So because obviously it's electronic, you've got to fire fault. You've got to recharge it. But it's at 80%. It's been at 80% since I've had this rifle, and I've had it a couple of weeks now, and I've shot it a number of times. So I don't think it's something that's gonna, you're gonna have to need to charge, every week or every outing. Okay. So, but yeah, very, very cool indeed. Accurate, just a little bit. I'm just a little bit disappointed that, because I was looking forward to trying some slugs through this. So don't know. Hey ho. Let me show you what's in the box. Well, first of all, I'm just going to briefly show you the box. It is a very durable and decent box, okay, that you will use. It's not one of those throw in the attic plastic boxes. It is a solid box, okay. There's your box, that's it. It's padded inside, it's not cut out. But what you do get inside the box is you get this lovely little box that looks almost carbon fibre like. Very cool. And in here you do get some, I think this is like some sort of, I'm probably going to guess, some sort of white grease or something. I've not read the instructions. Of course I haven't read the instructions. What do you take me for? You get like a lanyard thingy. Scout air guns, that's cool. You get a load of Allen keys or Allen wrenches. What else do you get? You get spacers and tools. I think I showed you this on the unboxing video. You get slightly different grips as well. I don't know what they're all about. I don't know whether they're a little bit fatter or what. That's quite interesting actually. What are they all about? Oh yeah, they seem thicker, so you can sort of widen the grip out, the pistol grip, if you want. It does look AR-15 style, but obviously you cannot swap that grip out entirely because all your electronics are in there. That's basically the brain of the gun. In here as well you get that's another, what is that? I think that's a tool, chamber tool, barrel chamber tool. Okay, you get a box of seals and bits and pieces. Okay, apparently these rifles are easy to work on should you ever have to work on them. Another wrench there. What's that? That's some sort of tool as well. And there's your charger to obviously plug it in and charge the electronic brain up. So that's those bits. Let's get rid of that. But a hell of a rifle, guys. I've probably missed loads on this, but I'll just put in a lot of sort of info down below in the details of the video. But what a beast. Just a hell of a rifle. It's the most, I'm not going to say overly engineered, I'm going to say the most quality engineered. Does that make sense? One of the most high quality rifles, PCP rifles I've seen. The quality of it, when you feel it, it is just, yeah, it's there. It's all high quality materials. The machine work from them, the machine work of the rifle is just second to none. It really is. It's stupendously high quality. Okay. Oh, there are some holes there so you can attach like a bag rider or a monopod of some description. Jump on Scout's website. You can get these in all different colours. I think you can get them in like Stormtrooper white as well. I think it's called Star Trooper white, I think they're calling it. Very, very cool. I think this rifle will come into its own in competitions, bench rest. As a hunter, too heavy. Too heavy, I think, unless you're set up on a tripod. I just think it's too heavy myself. But I think an excellent bench gun and an excellent range gun. Anyway, guys, I am going to leave it at that. Yes, I know there's probably a ton of specs that I've probably missed out, but it's all down below in the details of the video. You don't want to listen going on for hours. But yeah, a very interesting rifle indeed. So yeah, very cool.
Fire, full.
Oh, and that trigger,
Fire.
it's like clicking a mouse. I'm not even going to measure it. It's literally like clicking a mouse. Let's see if she says goodbye to us. If she doesn't, I guess I'll have to, but let's see.
Powering off.
Powering off. That's rack and load. I'm powering off. See you later. Wait. I nearly forgot the manual. This is the manual. Okay, it tells you everything you need to know and how to adjust the different settings within the menus, but how to load the magazine, how to cock the rifle. It's very clear, very easy to read. That's how you adjust your pressure and reduce your pressure and this, that and the other. That's what those little wrenches are for. How to bleed the rifle as well and remove the bottle. Nice colour pictures, explains everything. Okay, and there are your different menus. You do have to sort of use the trigger to sort of click as well, I think, your way through the menus, which is sometimes a little bit odd. And that's what the moderator looks like. Okay, and how to adjust the stock. So there you go. Anyway, I'm powering off. Thanks for watching, guys. That's Rack and Load. See ya.